Oh hi, I was just refreshing my Kobo e-reader. We've just come back from holiday and I've put lots of books on this to be able to read. It's a lot more compact than taking a lot of physical books with you, and actually it's really not that bad at all. And even better, you can connect it to your public library so you can download lots of books to borrow without having to buy things, so really handy. Anyway, good to see you. If you come back again, then great to see you again. If people are coming back, then we must be doing something right. If it's your first time here, then great to meet new people. Have a look around the website. See what videos you like. If you like them, please do like them. Share them with other people who think they're going to be useful. And finally, please do subscribe to the channel. Now, a lot of people are worried about subscribing to channels, but we won't bombard you with stuff. We'll just let you know when new videos come out. And if you subscribe to the channel, then we're going to have more members, more subscribers, so we become more and more successful. So that's great. Anyway, most of you will know that I do a quick tip when I start, and today we're going to be talking about USB sticks. Boring subject, but more and more of us are finding that we're having USB-C ports on our phones and our tablets, and we may have USB-A ports on our main computers, so we happen to have some with A, some with C, so we can use them, but not this device. This is quite useful. It has an A port, and it also has a C port to access the same information, so you can stick it into either a C port or an A port, so really quite useful, and not really much more expensive than ones with just one port on. Anyway, today, as I said, we're going to be looking at Google Maps offline and using it that way, so let's get started. So let's talk about using Google Maps offline. Now, I suppose the main question is, what's the reason we want to use Google Maps offline? Because isn't the whole point to be able to interact with it, find out things, and use whatever you need? Well, yes, that's very true, and that's a great benefit. But it might be the case that either you're in an area with very little internet, or secondly, it's very, very expensive to use. For example, we were away on holiday recently, and although I could use the hotel Wi-Fi and there's various Wi-Fi hotspots around, that was great. But when I was out and about, I was wanting to use my Google Maps as a navigation system, but I really didn't want to pay a high fee for SIM usage abroad just in case I needed it. So I decided to go offline. I've used it quite a few times before, so let's show you how we do it and we'll get started. Now, I'm using my tablet today because it's got a bigger screen, so it'll be easy to show you what's going on. So let's get started. And of course, as with my phone, I'm looking down at my tablet, so if you see a lot at the top of my head, then please don't take it personally. We'll have a good chat. I'll look ever so often and have a good chat. Now, first thing to do is to be prepared. So before you go or leave your Wi-Fi access, for example, leaving the hotel, then it's a good idea to make sure you've downloaded all the maps you need before you leave. So let's see how we do that, shall we? Here's the top of my head. Go into travel, go to maps. Let's look for somewhere to go to. We'll go to Montevideo, so we'll go to Montevideo in Uruguay. Nice place, Montevideo. Okay, we'll get rid of that. And here you can see we've got Montevideo, various area, and all the details there. So to download an offline map, you tap your icon, go down to offline maps. Here's a few offline maps already downloaded because I was getting prepared for a long holiday, so we did things there. And you select your own map. And here we are. See, you can zoom out, zoom in a bit. And you see it's, I know it's not map available offline. So we'll download that. Was it telling me that area? Yes, that's better. So download it. Use it at 40 meg. As you zoom in and out, you can see it changes size. So we'll take the area we want. Download it. Downloading. Well, like a quite fast internet connection, and we're downloading quite nicely. Well, waiting for download, you can see it's got expiry dates, so most of them will expire a year after you've downloaded them, unless they get updated. Now that's downloaded as Montevideo. Often it comes down, pardon me, often it will come down just as a name, which is not particularly helpful. So tap the three dots, and you can rename as required. Okay, this says Montevideo, so we're good there. Right, so that's downloaded the offline map. So now we need to bring up the map. So let's go tap the icon again. Oh, I'll turn off Wi-Fi just so you can see I'm not cheating. So we're generally offline, as you can see. We go to offline maps. We bring up an offline map, for example, Port Stanley. Okay, and there is the map. Now the good thing is there is the usual blue dot on it if you've got your GPS sorted out, so you can shows you where you are, so you can navigate around to wherever you need to be. You can also search for any of the predefined categories, for example, restaurants, gross restaurants, or groceries, all sorts of things like that. And in fact, if we go to that, then go to more, which I can't because I've got something on top of that. Okay, there will be actually more categories download. Let's go and try somewhere else as a better example. Offline maps, we'll go to Buenos Aires. Okay, tap it, there it comes up. Go across to more categories. That's not working properly, so we'll give up on that. Okay. You can't do anything though. You can't do a search for sort of pet shops or something like that. But as long as it's in the category, then you're absolutely fine. And it won't give you directions from here to there because it's offline. But the blue dot in there is often helpful. You can trace it along the streets and make sure you get to where you want to go to. So that's a quick guide to Google Maps offline. I find it really useful. Hope you do too. Great fun making this video, nice and short I think, which is the main thing. So hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, then please do like, do subscribe, and do share it with other people. And please make sure you do subscribe so we can get more videos, more people coming up. So great to see you again. I'll see you shortly. Bye for now.